And to another Fox News alert for you. 5 more Guantanamo Bay detainees are now out of the facility. The men were transferred to Kazakhstan after being held for a dozen years without being charged. Their release brings the Gitmo population down to 127 as President Obama continues his push to shut down the detention center despite some opposition in Congress. Doug Luzader's live for us in Washington with more on this story. Good morning, Doug.
Heather, good morning. And we know that this has been a big issue for the president. The order to close Gitmo, one of the first things he did after taking office back in 2009. We obviously have a long way to go to reach that goal. These are the 5 guys we're talking about. All 5 of them will be resettled in Kazakhstan in an agreement with the government there. But these kinds of releases can touch off some bipartisan concerns in Congress, largely because of the recidivism rate that we've seen with some of these individuals that have been released from Gitmo in the past.
We're facing almost a 30% reentry or suspected reentry rate of those who we've gone back to the battle that we've released from Afghanistan. And so we're putting ourselves in danger.
Now, politically, there have been a number of reports of internal tension at the White House about the effort to shutter Gitmo. In fact, the point man at the State Department to help negotiate these things, a guy named Cliff Sloan, just announced that he's leaving, although the State Department said just last week that his departure had nothing to do with any internal disagreements.
There have been some press reports out there that he is leaving because he's frustrated with the pace of closing it, that he was frustrated with progress, and nothing could be further from the truth, actually. If you see the momentum we've really picked up over the last weeks and months in our transferring detainees out, there are more to come.
Yeah, more to come as evidenced by the release of these 5, but with 127 detainees still at Gitmo, Heather, we have a long way to go.
Doug Luzader live for us this morning. Thank you, Doug.